welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome back to another episode of the Land Girl Diaries, where we learn to garden together. Now, we're in the month of June. Crazy. It's great doing this series because it's like, where did the month go? We're into another one now. And yes, we're into winter. Despite me looking very tropical today, it is indeed getting cooler. So that means we can start planting or have planted those winter veggies such as cabbage. If you're in a sort of temperate environment, you can be putting potatoes in as well. So I'm going to go through a couple of things you can plant this month and some gardening tips and tricks as well. I was looking up some things like tips and tricks for this month, and one I found which was interesting was for those indoor plant lovers. Now, plants inside require less water in winter. Don't forget to give them that sunlight though. But apparently if you give them sort of like warm water, that they like it better because it tends to be quite cool for them. So there's a handy indoor plant tip for you. My garden is looking really great at the moment. With these cooler months, sometimes rain occurs as well and we get bugs. So at the moment I've got a bit of whitefly again in my sweet potato, and it's slowly jumping across to my other plants as well. So that's another thing too to look at this month is your pest management, how your plant's going. Cabbage especially might be getting some aphids or some whitefly, so just look at getting a pest control spray for that, or a natural alternative which I think might be soap and water, but double check on that. But yeah, I'm going to ramble on and do some gardening in the background while I'll tell you some things that you should be planning or can be planning this month in June. It is a really great season too. It's nice and cool. Plants tend to survive a bit more and a bit better than in summer. So take full advantage of it and enjoy it. So I've neglected my garden a bit, so I'm going to be doing some maintenance, some definite maintenance, including trellising my tomatoes. Their poor things have grown out of control and they've got no stalk to lean on, so I'll be doing that while I ramble.
My little garden is going.
Okay,
I've got
well
some
that's
roses,
it. Let's
onions
get
are
gardening.
going wild. I presume they're going well. It's got lots of longy, leggy things. I don't know if I should cut them off. But anyway, aloe vera is going well. My eggplant is finally sprouted and my chai is going on nicely. We've got sweet potato continuing on its normal journey of craziness and attracting bugs, and this is tomato situation. I have to trellis because they're looking very, very sad, and my beans are going well. I've also got pumpkins that have come up in the compost. Make sure you turn your pumpkins over so they don't rot on the bottom as well, or put a brick underneath them. And then I've got one chilling in the grass as well, which will take a couple more months till it's ready. But yeah, I love it when pumpkins come out of the compost. Free vegetables essentially. Welcome to the month of June. Welcome to a cooler climate, meaning you can start planting strawberries. Make sure you give them enough fertilizer. They like to have acidic soil, so a pH between 4 to 4.5, and no lime is necessary. You can be planting broad beans and lettuce, and as well as onions. They take up little room as well. You can be also planting potatoes if you're in a warm coastal area that's quite temperate. You can pop those seed potatoes in. Make sure you check on your cabbage, cauliflower and other sort of family of vegetables for aphids and whitefly. To control these, you can use organic sprays, all sorts of different ones, peritheriums such, and you also can do a natural remedy which includes the following. And the following flowers are some flowers that you can start planting. The following of these, including bulbs. Don't forget bulbs. There's plenty of types of bulbs out there. So for maintenance, pruning and planting, the two main activities that occur in winter is pruning and planting bare root material such as roses, trees, fruit trees and shrubs. Don't forget to also prune leaves and light twiggy prunings, and they can go in the compost heap. This week, gardening tip is all about compost. Compost can be quite challenging if you are a beginner. We have this one of these tumbler ones. In the right side is the compost that is ready to go. And then on the other side is like the one that we're adding to. It is a bit lopsided at the moment, so we can't really turn it, but I'll show you what's inside. This is what compost looks like when it's done. And for a successful compost, you need the following ingredients. So looking really nice and rich sort of type of soil. All that light flickering dust is bugs. For some reason we've got bugs in our compost, so if you do as well, this is really obvious as you can see here on the other side where we're adding the raw materials all the time. If you do have bugs, I do recommend the following. we're going to attempt to try this, maybe add some more brown, so like cardboard or something, to help maybe reduce the amount of bugs. I don't think they're bad bugs or fruit flies, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes. And also, this is my upcycle project from the other time. The trellis is looking good from a free palette I got, and I just added some twine. And I've also done the same to this lovely washer, like clothes hanger dryer thing, you know, that I found on the side of the road, and I've just added twine again to it to trellis and to support my tomatoes. So this is some creative things in the garden. Yes, I've used a garden bag for my sweet potato and icy cool boxes for my other veggies. It's all about upcycling and using what you've got, and I'm unsure if these sweet potatoes are actually doing anything, but hey, it looks really pretty when they trellis up. But that's my garden at the moment. It's going quite well. And here's what whitefly looks like. Those little white little bugs on your plants that I'll have to spray.
Well, that's it from me. I hope you learnt some gardening tips and tricks for this month, and some general tips in general. I will see you next month for the next Land Girl Diaries. For July, let's see how quick that month goes. I'll see you next time. Bye.